The Tea Party is an idea, and it's an idea that has never been particularly well defined. And I want to bring a question to you. What is the point of the Tea Party at this point? What does the Tea Party even mean? I mean, it has a power to it, especially on Fox News. If you just call something Tea Party related, Tea Party supported, Tea Party sponsored, there's an idea that, oh, this isn't like regular conservative political activity or regular political ideology on the conservative side. This is something special. This is something grassroots. Now, we've known for a very long time, if you've been watching the Young Turks, a few other people who have been really looking into the funding of the Tea Party and their activities, that it has never been anything about the grassroots. It has gotten a lot of people to go to their rallies, but it only does that because it has the backing of extremely well-connected and well-funded conservative billionaires. We understand that. The Kochs are behind a lot of it. But I don't even know politically what it is supposed to mean anymore. If you say that a politician is a Tea Partier, what does that mean? Does it mean that he's overly supported by or overly influenced by Christianity? What does it say about his economic policies? What does it mean about his foreign policy? It doesn't necessarily say or mean anything anymore. Now, in the beginning, a little history lesson, about 4 years ago, when they were coming about suspiciously close to the election of Barack Obama, they said it was about the economic issues. They were not just conservative Republicans anymore. They didn't want any more bailouts and things like that. They were driven by economic concerns. And yet, if you have looked at what these Tea Party politicians have said and done, the ones who've actually made it into government, it is obvious that, if anything, they are more driven by their conservative Christianity than regular mainstream establishment Republicans. The idea that they're primarily driven by some sort of retro fiscal libertarianism, I think that was pretty much discounted a couple of years ago, discredited a couple of years ago, and it's clear now that it doesn't mean anything. And also the idea that these establishment Republicans, they don't represent real conservative Americans anymore. We need to bring in someone who's more authentic. And the idea that they can really appeal to regular Americans, that doesn't seem to have passed the test of time. They had a few electoral victories, but so far they haven't been able to beat Mitch McConnell and other mainstream established Republicans. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me what issues regularly differentiate Tea Party candidates from other Republican candidates, but I don't know what it is. And I can say this, I don't even know what it's supposed to mean when someone designates them a Tea Party politician anymore, because there are multiple national Tea Party organizations, American Patriots, the Tea Party Patriots, Freedom Works, Americans for Prosperity, all these groups. Do all of them have to agree for a politician to be a Tea Party politician? What if one agrees and one doesn't agree, which often happens? It doesn't mean anything more, and I think that it's a term that has finally reached the end of its usefulness, whatever usefulness it had, and we need to consign it to the dustbin of history with the Whigs and the Bull Moose Party and things like that. It doesn't mean anything. If it means anything, by the way, and this is sort of a funny note from the past week, all that it means is that you take a regular Republican, you give him a little bit less knowledge about politics, a little bit less knowledge about American history, you make him slightly crazier, and you add a healthy dose of complete distrust of scientific research and scientists and science in general. That seems to be what the Tea Party gives you nowadays. Maybe you have an explanation for some other definition for it, but that's all I've got.